Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your Ripon College Redhawks Esports stream. We are coming back from break here this fourth week, fifth
Yep,
week,
fourth week.
fourth week of our streaming setup. Coach is going to step out real quick to assist the Smash Squad, and I will continue to get things set up in here. Are they in the travel bag, Coach? Are they right here? They're right here. There you go. Get our squad set up. We are playing Super Smash Brothers Ultimate this evening. We have once again monkeyed with the streaming setup, so I apologize if Coach's microphone picks me up quite a bit or my microphone picks him up. We will do our best. And then one day we will make it all work the way that we want it to work. Oh, we have an arena code. Sweet. I'm going to let Coach vamp for me while I get the arena set up here.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back. Looking forward to our match this evening. UWGV supposedly they have a pretty strong Donkey Kong coming up, so I'm excited to see them. Square off against our Red Hawks. We're going to go with our standard, or I should say our consistent varsity lineup tonight. Ethan Cheese, Ruby, Sam, and Connor. Sam had a good match earlier today on Matchbox. Wasn't able to pull off the W, but was a great competition, great warm-up for him tonight. So looking forward to see how that transfers into our match this evening.
Indeed. I'm going to hand you that back there, Coach. All right. So I'm going to get this gum out of my mouth so that everybody stops listening to me chew, because that's just rude. And we are going to do the thing we always do. There we go. I have to remember how to stream. It's been weeks, and I wasn't in last night. So if anybody did miss it, we did stream last night for Overwatch. Coach took over streaming duties last night, and I was out sick. And although you didn't look like you were feeling too hot either, to be honest, but hey, 'tis the season. But we are back in it tonight with our Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 4v4 crew battle. And just to give the usual breakdown here, because we always assume that there might be someone new in the audience, 4v4 crew battle is kind of like a reverse relay race. You've got two teams of 4, and they're going to be fighting each other, trying to get rid of one whole team. You are going to hear some noises in the background. I'm going to switch this over actually to our Smash scene. They did just do their blind peek at the opening players' character selections and are right now in Discord going ahead and going through map pick bands. So we are waiting for that to finish up, and then we will be in it. I do see Title Captain Ethan Arts has wandered up to the broadcast booth and is feverishly typing in his phone in Discord. Good? No? Yes? Yeah? Okay. And we're just doing a little map selection stuff real quick. Now, what do I mean by reverse relay race? So basically, each person of the 4 on each team has 3 stock. Stock means life. They have 3 lives for their character. When person A I'm going to overcomplicate this. I had this down really well before we went to spring break. When the first member of each team face each other, the first person to lose all 3 stock is out, and the person behind them, person number 2, will enter into the match against the first person who won with whatever remaining stock they still have. Every time I put it in words, I'm like, this sounds so horrible. It's so confusing.
And stock is lives down at the bottom there. So it's
when you
Nintendo and Smash has its own language.
Yes,
very really much so.
So when you see it in action, it'll make a little bit more sense. We're going to be throwing out some terminology. I feel like I've been getting a little bit better with terminology. We were hoping to have Ethan Arts in on commentating tonight, but we're gonna keep him out on the floor tonight because we are expecting kind of a good matchup here this evening, so we want to make sure he's out there ready to go. But we will get Ethan in to do some commenting because he's going to be able to give a lot more of the lingo than Coach and I can even.
Yes.
I've gotten a little bit better. I understand what edge guards are now.
Yep.
I can explain an edge guard,
Yep.
the whole things about edge
Edge
guards,
guards.
so I feel like I'm doing really well.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, and it is funny because I used to play Smash on the N64 back in the 90s, and that some of the terminology has remained the same, such as edge guarding, but then there are other things that I hear Ethan and Ruby talking to each other in practice about, and to me it just sounds like gibberish and they're speaking code. And that's not how it was done back in the 90s. So we're all changing and adapting, which is good, all growing. And tonight, yeah, our first matchup there, they flashed Donkey Kong up on the screen, and we had Min Min, so that'll be Sam will be competing for us, going against what we believe, based on our scouting, to be their top JV player on their JV squad, which should be CVK. Probably Kangas Kong.
Kangas Kong,
would be my sense. Kyle Kangas.
Yep. So we do, thanks to UW Green Bay's fantastic work on their website, have an actual roster that we can point to real names on tonight. So we should be seeing, you won't be seeing the actual gamer tags, but you might see us talk about Daryl Dude _ Choney, CVK, or Kangas Kong. I swear these people have real names, their real names being Orion, Cole, Rowan, Carson, and Kyle. But we're going to get started here. We believe with Kangas Kong is who we are actually seeing right now, going up against our very own Sam, who's now on Mr. Business now,
yes.
Right? Yeah. Gamer tag now.
Mr. Business used to be Yelo.
And so this is an interesting matchup. The Kong wants to get in close. The Min Min wants to stay far away. So we'll see how much Sam lets this Kong get in. Not doing bad at all right now. Is getting the pokes in. Oh, there Sam's off. The Kong goes for the edge guard. Doesn't really throw anything out though. Sam's got to work back over. Has to get back in and loses that first stock. Kong's sitting at 77% though. That's going to make him a lot easier to get out and try and match this up. Sam goes for that powered charge strike, does not get it. And things are going to hang out on the platforms here. Let's see if Sam could even this up here. Up over 100, we're looking pretty good on getting a nice solid hit in and getting them out of that play area. We'll see it here when one of the players goes off of the platformed area. There will be a little bit further out off the camera. You'll see two boxes on the screen. The inner box is the main play area, just like that. And that outer box, which is off camera, there's the tie-up. 2-2 on stock right now. When one of the characters hits that outer box, that's hitting out of bounds, and that's what's draining off that stock. So they can actually be knocked out from any angle of the screen. They can go straight up to the sides or drop down below. And one of the things you'll see here, I don't really remember, Min Min doesn't really have one. I know Sonic has, because Ruby likes to bust out that little spring pad for the edge guard. But a lot of the characters have an edge guard ability that will basically throw something over the edge and try and stop the opposing person from using whatever movement tech they have to get back to the platform. And if they can hit them with something with that edge guard, gives them an opportunity to have them just drop off the bottom of the map. 159 right now. You see Kong's portrait is smoking. He's actually in rage mode. All the characters you might see, it doesn't matter who it is, this isn't just a Kong thing, might end up with that smoke around their portrait. Nice shot there from Sam. Got it down 2-1. When the character's portrait looks like that, it's because of the difference between how much damage each character is taken. If the difference is high enough between the two characters, the one who's in worse shape will basically get a little bit of a boost. Nice charge shot, does not get it out the side though. Very close there. Great work from Mr. Business here tonight. Trying to clear. It was against, was it NTC where we had the two straight runs? There it is.
Nice job, Sam. Well done.
Round one done. Sam has, what, 2 stock left?
Yep.
Sam has 2 stock left, so Sam's actually going to be coming back in the next round with 2 stocks. So you're going to see something silly when the next round starts. Sam's actually going to jump Min off the side of the map and take an intentional loss of stock. I'm going to switch us back over here while they're doing the paperwork. I'm going to double check. I'd like to do. I want to do match progress. I want to do match results. I want to go to game 1. I actually want to start us each at 12. I could type. Oh my goodness. You're killing me. And then we would be at 10. Right, and they're at 9.
We're at 11. Right.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
one. Yep, math.
Yep. Oh, all good. Yeah, no, that was a great match. Sam's character, Min is really their strong suit is really controlling the platform. So they don't need to overextend themselves and be right up along the edge as you'll see some other characters do. Sam can be protected a little bit from the edge because he has that arm that has ability to extend out quite a bit, and he did an awesome job landing those shots, which is great to see. So we'll see who's going up next, and I know that Ethan's mom is in the chat, and we might have the opportunity to bring Ethan in. We'll kind of depend on how this next competition goes, and if Sam is able to continue with some stocks into the third player, then we'll likely be bringing Ethan in to give us some of his expertise as to what's going on and what are some things that we should be looking at as the competition goes. So right now we are going to be going up against a Cloud versus Min. And I believe we'll be doing Small Battlefield will be the map.
Do we know who that Cloud is?
They
didn't say who it was.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
We do our best. Not everybody chimes in on the Discord with the gamer tags of who's coming in, but we do try and make sure everybody's aware. I do believe. Double check that before I open my mouth. I jump over to YouTube.
So it's Dude. Might have been the same as last.
So there goes Mr. Business off the side in order to take care of the stock. You'll see up at the top we are listed as 11-9 right now there in the scoreboard. That's how many stock remaining on each team. We'll try and keep that updated properly here as we go along tonight. I just realized, oh, look at you. You had the title correct on stream. You did that last night before I ever even got here. I didn't have to do it. I love it. I do see UW Green Bay is live on their YouTube channel for Smash, but it says they're playing MSOE. So I believe it's their varsity team currently playing MSOE. Do they have, I can't remember, do they have a secondary channel? I thought they did. I thought UW Green Bay had a second channel. Maybe not. I can't remember. But we are not the only ones that stream, is the point I was trying to get at. If you are looking for more collegiate esports action, please take a look at the WEC and see who is streaming. I know UW Green Bay tries to stream at all times. I believe MSOE streams. I know Stout is on Twitch because they have custom emotes and they like to fill our chat with them. Who else? I'm trying to think who else has streams up. UW Milwaukee normally does, but I know when we went down there, we did. Their streaming rig was broken, so we weren't able to stream when we went down in person down there. Mr. Business does take one stock off of the Cloud here, so we are looking at 2-2 right now. I'm gonna update that. But 113 and climbing on the damage is going to be hard to maintain and not have another stock peeled off on Sam here.
So ideally, you would want Sam to be able to take another stock off a Dude, which that damage is climbing. but really you want to just be able to inflict as much damage onto dude if you're unable to secure the kill. But Sam's real strength with Min Min is that edge guard.
It absolutely is,
So,
and there it is. There's
yep.
another stock down. 11-7 right now here in game one. This is a best of 3 match, so you will see at least 2 games tonight, if not a full 3 set. So looking forward to how we progress here. I tried to throw this out whenever I'm actually able to explain it. You will see Min Min doesn't have anything really special going on around their portrait, but Cloud has a thing above the character's head on the bottom of the screen there. It says limit. He does have a limit break. And there's the game.
Nice
Wow,
job,
hits
Sam.
the edge guard and keeps him off. I'm not even going to finish explaining what Cloud's got there for a limit break. We are down only 1 stock out of the total 12 for Ripon College right now. And what are we doing, Mr. Arts? Ethan is going to swap in. Coach is going to head out and make sure things continue as planned. And we're going to get Mr. Ethan Arts to drop in here. That microphone is hot, sir. You will not hear any game audio right now. I had to mess with the audio settings so you don't get any game audio, but I do.
All right. Hello, everyone.
One day we'll make it work the way I want it to work. We're if anybody is really loving their Red Hawks esports content and wants to kick in on the pot, we're more than happy to take your donations so that we can redo our audio and lighting rig here in the booth, which will make it so that you stop seeing these awesome light rings in all of our glasses, but also make it so that everybody's microphones and speakers are lovely. Your mom says hello, by the way.
Oh yeah. Hello.
There you go. So we are waiting for map picks.
Yeah,
right
so they banned Battlefield, Small Battlefield, and PS2. And they're sending in underscore next as Isabel. So that'll be interesting.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I need to turn off this fan.
Sam's been playing pretty well, I think.
For sure.
This game, like the last game against Daryl, dude, started out a little slow, I think, but got more into it as like the match progressed. And I mean, he didn't lose a stock, so it ended up working out well. But it did get a bit scary.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was stating earlier that I've managed to peel away a little bit of the commentary to be able to talk about certain lingo, edge guards, things of that nature, being able to comment correctly on those, and we were hoping to get you in tonight. You could actually throw out the real lingo on stuff.
That's fair. Yeah.
Some of the moves and things like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get back into it. We are gonna start once again with Sam, with our Min Min here, is gonna go and leap off the side of the stage that is on purpose to set up the appropriate amount of stocks.
Indeed.
And with some flair even. I love it. As we get into this Kingdom Hearts themed battleground. And then we've been explaining the reach on Min Min and kind of this poke and edge guard strength. What can you tell us about Isabel?
Isabel is like a kind of a very similar character to Min Min. Like if you like think about it in like just her like normal moves, where a lot of the time she's throwing out like far moving projectiles to kind of like either get in or keep you out, and it's kind of like dependent on matchups. But against Min Min, you definitely will have to get in, because otherwise Min Min will always win the chip game, as we're kind of starting to see here, because Min Min just has like just significantly higher damage output, even though that they have like kind of similar like ideas of what they want to do like in the game. I am very interested to see like because I've talked to underscore quite a bit about just like playing Isabel, because I play Villager as well, and they're similar characters in that regard. And I'm very interested to see like what kind of new stuff he's gonna find for this matchup, because it's pretty hard. Unless, like as we're starting to see here, like underscore is keeping Sam off stage, and that's one of the things. Like you want to edgeguard Min Min as much as you can, because when you finally get Min Min off stage, that's where she has the least amount of options. Because as you can kind of see on the ground, like Min Min has pretty much the world to do everything. Like she can jump, swing her arm, while falling, she can start on the ground and then jump with her arm, and it's like it just covers so much space, and so much of it is so strong that it just becomes very difficult to do anything. And yeah, there goes the first stock already. Is Sam the best Smash player ever? Probably.
Yeah, so I was explaining the smoke on the avatars here on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
because Kong was smoking during the
Yeah.
first round. I don't know the actual numbers. Do you know what
Yes.
the bonus is?
So I don't know the exact like bonus that you get, but it continues, like it's a multiplier, and it's called Rage generally in Smash, and it makes you do more knockback on
I think I
like the
called it
moves
Rampage
that
by mistake.
yeah on the moves that you're like hitting with it. Dang, that's
Wow.
really annoying. And it stacks all the way up to 160%, and that's a kill. Yeah.
There you go. I was
Um,
waiting for it.
can grab off of like Isabel's fishing rod can grab when you're even holding onto the ledge there, which makes it really powerful for grabbing people that like holding onto it for a
Sure.
while. But yeah, it stacks all the way up to 160%, so it continues doing like more and more knockback on like a multiplier up until 160, and that like little smoke you see around the character signifies not only like their rage and like, but also just their higher percent. So that's just kind of how it works. But
And
yeah,
that is after a specific limit is hit, or like difference in.
no, it's just no matter what.
Oh, it's no matter what.
Yep,
I
so-
thought that was based off of
No,
there being a difference in damage.
No, yeah, no, it's just whatever percent that you're at, it gives you that amount of rage. Because there's no like underdog boost or like comeback mechanic. There's actually a mechanic that professional Smash players turn off called like underdog boost. Well, it's an option to turn on. I think it's off by default. Where the more you're losing, the more damage and knockback you do actually. But that is not something that we have as legal here.
So if Midman was up at like 120, we'd see both of them smoking.
Yes.
Okay. All right. See, I thought it was a difference in the.
No, it's just the percent that you're at. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of scary here. Actually, it's down to last stock, and just as I say that, Sam takes it with the megawatt. But yeah, Midman has 3 different arm types that you can switch between at will, and it's pretty strong because it lets you do wildly different things.
Yeah. So Bisky's pointing it out here with the 9 stocks down. Bisky's, I'm sure there's some Overwatch you could be playing right now. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Oh, it's mid game too. Wow, that's fair.
But I do see, I was thinking back. We've seen this from Sam before. We've seen Sam.
He does do this.
Take everyone down all the way through to 1
Yeah,
stock.
I don't know who their last player is actually, because I'd only know the first 3, and I don't remember who's on the last. Oh, it's Choni. Okay, I do know this person. So yeah, they play Captain Falcon. And actually, interestingly enough, I think, well, all of the characters get edge guarded, but like Captain Falcon probably has the easiest time rushing down Midman. So it's really interesting that they didn't send in this player earlier, honestly, because it could be very interesting for this matchup.
I don't think in any of the matches that we've streamed that we have seen a Captain Falcon yet.
No, we haven't played against a Captain Falcon yet.
We've played against Cloud. We haven't played against an Isabel before.
Or DK, I
or
believe.
a DK.
Yeah, so that's new.
Yeah, but we have seen quite a bit of the lineup. Honestly, I feel like I don't know. I feel we've had your Steve with zombie skin. We've got a Sonic. We've got a Midman. We've got a Hero.
Evil lineup, yeah.
Yeah. We've gone against. We haven't gone against an Ice Climbers yet, have we?
No, we have not. But they're very rare. I think there is an Ice Climbers player, and I believe they're from MSOE.
Okay.
So we might play them at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
So that'll be fun. They have not selected a stage yet, but we have banned Battlefield, Small Battlefield, and PS2, which makes sense, although I would have personally suggested banning Smashville Town and probably Hollow Bastion against Falcon, and they picked Smashville, so...
All right, so lay it out, because this is one thing I've not been able to speak to. The stage selection options in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, in 4v4 crew, don't actually mean anything, right? There is no advantage to a stage, correct?
That's untrue, actually.
What is the advantage then? Explain what the
So
advantage is.
each stage has slightly different like they look different. They have slightly different like blast zone ranges. They have different like sizes of the stages. Like the sizes of the stages matter a lot actually, especially in matchups like this. So like this is a good example where since we're on Smashville, you can like this is like the smallest like stage to like walk on ever, and which means that not only Captain Falcon has a significantly easier time of like actually running at Min Min and getting down on him, but also this stage is also like smaller blast zones, which means that Sam will die earlier when Captain Falcon hits him. So
Okay.
like this stage is very scary for a number of reasons. So I'm very interested to see what's gonna happen because yeah, like as we can already see, Captain Falcon's just kind of able to just really get in really quickly.
Yeah.
And
really
looking
close
like
to
just
the gap
really
there.
running at it at Sam and just kind of getting in there.
So
Because yeah, he's just able to.
Yeah, this is a prime example of why Coach Sauter and I, say like we cannot
That's
know
dead.
everything about every
Yeah.
single game. We are the general strategists, and we have title captains. One stock already peeled off.
Yeah. Like I said, Captain Falcon gets edge guarded pretty hard. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's also scary. Captain Falcon is a very scary character, especially if you're like kind of like if you have the tendency to like to air dodge and like to spot dodge. Captain Falcon like eats you for that.
Fair enough.
So it can be very, very, very terrifying sometimes. But Sam's doing a really good job right now of kind of like keeping a distance. But as I say that, he gets dash attacked. But, and that might be dead. Doesn't it? Oh, he does have a jump. Oh wow. Yeah. So like
But-
Captain Falcon can really get in there.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the stock count. I'm like, wait a minute. He
Yeah.
totally
So
just
yeah,
suicided.
they have 2 left, and
Yeah,
now we have 9.
Now we
Yeah.
have 9. Yeah. But this is an exact reason, like I was saying, why Coach and I are like, we can look at the general stuff. Like Coach Sauter's very much more on the wavelength for Rocket League, League of Legends, Smash,
Yeah.
things like that. And I tend to take the more FPS stuff with Valorant, Overwatch, those kind of games. We also do a little bit of the finals and COD and Rainbow Six Siege around here. Not in our conference competition yet, but hopefully someday soon. And so we throw out the general, but then we trust you guys to select your title captains, like yourself for Smash, who are actually able to sit there and say, these are the important things to know. This is the stuff you need to pay attention to while you're playing.
Yeah.
So that if we have folks that are good but not as good as they can be, there is someone who can actually level them up and skill them up in order to compete against these other teams. You originally joined us as a recruit out of Green Bay, out
Yes.
of Bayport.
Yep.
Right, Bayport High School. And you spent how much time on the esports team at Bayport?
I mean, realistically, I think by my senior year, when I was like really leading the club itself and also just the Smash team, like probably per week, I was probably putting 10 to 15 hours in.
Yeah, but how many years were you a part of?
Oh, how many years? All 4 years.
All 4 years of high school.
Years, yeah.
So you've had 4 years as part of a team, as
Yeah.
part of an esports setup, and a lot of the folks that we have that are student athletes here for the Red Hawks actually did not play on their high school esports team.
Yeah.
This is the first time that they've been doing an organized team esports setup. So there's a lot of bad habits that we tend to have to break around here when it comes to being part of a team and how that works. I feel like Smash is a little bit easier because even though this is a 4v4 crew battle, it's still 1v1.
Mainly single player. Yeah.
Versus when we talked like Overwatch last night.
Yeah.
It is it's a very different title to be in. Going from I'm always alone and do my own thing. I join a random group of people, but I'm still just doing my job that I know.
Yeah.
Versus being on a team where everyone's like, why aren't you being part of the team? Why aren't you doing the thing we said we'd do as a team?
Yeah.
And those are some of the bad habits that we have to break. And that doesn't mean bad players. It's just bad habits because they've only ever played solo. So, it's definitely an interesting route to take. What's while we're waiting for things to continue getting set up here?
They should be starting very soon
because
we have confirmed Connor or Sandwich Cheese playing, and they're going PS2, so they should be ready to go very soon.
So yeah, what is the number one tip you give for a new Smash player?
Oh, that's kind of complicated. I'd say like the number one tip I'd give like anyone who's like trying to get into the competitive scene, they like really care about like actually like getting good and like competing at like the highest level of Smash is like never lose that. Honestly, like the main thing, like this game is very mental focused, and like if you have a bad mental, you're just gonna play bad. And
Absolutely.
if you don't feel like you want to be good anymore, if you don't or something else, you just feel bad in general, you're just not going to be as good as other people
That's
that
fair.
feel better. So like that's honestly the main thing that I tell people that are coming into the game and like actually like care about competing.
Fair enough. The taunts are out. We are back in the action. Connor,
Oh, I'm so
Sandwich
excited to see Connor's hero play. I love watching this guy play so much. One
Yeah.
of my favorite Smash players to watch, honestly.
Fair enough, yeah, and we've seen a massive improvement from Connor.
Oh yeah,
in his
holy
time
cow.
with us here so far. Hero, one of my favorite characters, not for Smash though, because I am a JRPG nut. So Cloud and Hero are my go-tos because yeah, Final Fantasy VII was one of my favorites. Oh my goodness, there it is already. Connor.
Oh, that was so terrifying. That was really good. Yeah, because the thwack has a percent chance to kill, and the percent goes up based on your percent and also the opponent's percent. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's bad
But
movement.
I really thought that was going to kill, and then it didn't, and then the fair killed anyway, which is very funny. But dang, wow. He's playing very, very solidly right now.
Absolutely.
And this is scary now.
Ooh, get back up. Get back up. Oh, fighting
Yeah.
on the edge.
Captain Falcon, when he grabs you, forces you into a tech situation if you get bounced off the stage there, and he just grabs you when he's trying to recover sometimes, which is very scary and can be very annoying. Especially,
What is the MP build for Hero? Is it how much damage he puts out builds MP?
It's like when he hits things, yeah,
Okay.
it builds MP. Honestly, Connor would be a better person to ask than me because I actually don't fully know how like the build works, but I generally know like when you hit things, the MP goes up. So like if you have no MP, you should focus on getting more.
Well, I mean, your character, your main Steve is
Yeah.
a similar mechanic of.
Somewhat.
Oh, there it is.
That's
game.
unfortunate. That's actually a really sad ending.
That was.
Yeah.
We'll take the win, but
Yeah.
we would have liked to see it a little
Ripon
different.
goes up 1-0.
Yes, absolutely. So your character Steve though it has a similar mechanic of building up a gauge,
resources,
basically, with the mining action.
Yeah.
And goes through stages, right? Like goes from cobblestone to
No.
It's just, I thought there's
so-
a sword.
So in Smash, well, that's how I craft. But when I'm mining, like the stages, each stage has a different mining cycle, which is also why stages are important for me specifically.
Sure.
Where each of the legal, like competitive legal stages, well, like small battlefield and battlefield are the same, like because they're like the same stage type, but
Mhm.
each one like generally has a different mining cycle, and also I mine at different speeds, and sometimes I mine with different tools, and it gets rather complicated actually.
Sure.
But generally speaking, like you mine to collect resources, and then when you have specific resources, you can craft to like make better tools.
Fair enough. And then you get different blocks that you can put out when you build your wall and
Yeah.
protect yourself, and going from cobblestone up.
Yeah, like
to
when
dirt
you
cobblestone
like
and
it starts
those-
off like the blocks that you place are always automatically the weakest resource type that you have in your inventory, and then when you run out of that resource type, it chooses to instead use the like higher and higher until you're out.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get set up for game 2. We're gonna flip over here our match progress screen. You can see we took game 1, 7 stock left to 0. We're gonna get set up for game 2. Who do we have going in first on game 2?
I don't know yet. It looks like our team is taking 5 minutes
Good.
to like
Take a 5-minute
just
break.
talk about stuff.
Excuse me.
So we'll see what they see what happens after. I'm assuming that Sam will probably end up going first again.
Okay.
But I don't know. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
we might see Ruby play, we might see Connor play, we might see Sam
We got
play.
Coop in
Yeah,
too,
anything.
right?
I think so, yeah. Lyric is also eligible.
Oh,
to
Lyric,
play.
yep.
Yeah, Lyric's also there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, we will see what happens.
They are working on it. This is the part of the stream where we have to vamp. and talk about other things while we wait for things to happen.
This is true.
So what we will do is I'm going to take a quick look here.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's the other player on their team. Okay, I was wondering who their full team was. So I know Skater Carson.
Okay. Yeah,
so
actually, I have
that's
their
cool.
actual
Oh, cool.
roster from the UWGB site with Daryl Dude _ Choni, CVK, and Kangas Kong, who we assume was the Kong player.
Yes,
for Kangas
yes,
Kong,
yes.
which is great. And then
Oh, this is a cool website that they have for this.
they have a very nice website.
Yeah.
I am rather jealous.
Wow.
There you go. We're gonna make you do the muscle man.
Yeah, you're gonna
pose.
have to give me some time on that.
Don't have the guns to put up already. I mean,
No, not anymore.
you're telling me sitting at a keyboard playing video games and then going and being an engineering
Well,
major doesn't give you?
I used to. I do physics, so I'm already stronger than all engineering majors.
No, fair enough. I apologize. Yes. My bad. Yeah, we've got a lot of people. We got a lot of different majors on the roster, actually.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
We got some history. We got some education. We got some computer science.
Computer science,
stuff.
engineering, physics, math, language.
Yeah.
We do have quite a few engineering, though.
We do. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I am going to switch. Oh, we're back up and ready already.
Did they do the blind pick already?
That would have been it right there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Do you want to give any info on the blind peak thing here?
Sure. So like essentially the way that it's supposed to be is like you kind of so like each like at the start of each of the matches, so like when you have like an entire game reset, so like it started at the start of the last match and then now since it's the start of this match, we have another one. They each put characters that they don't know into the arena and they show each other those characters because like otherwise it kind of like leads into like this kind of possible counter pick war where it's like, oh, we know that this person's going, so we're going to play this person, so it kind of removes that factor because otherwise it just like kind of becomes weird. So that then after they show each other the characters, then they ban the stages and it's like, okay, well now we know who each person is playing and we can figure it out. But that's the intention behind it.
Fair enough. That is a better explanation than I could give. So I will take it. I am going to reset our.
Looks like they're going Smashville. I don't know what the characters are or who's playing, which I can tell you. Okay, so it's Salmon _ then.
Salmon _ Okay.
Yes.
So we will get on with game
It's
2.
a very, very interesting matchup start, which I mean, it makes sense. _ did pretty well against Sam last time.
Yeah.
He took a stock and got to a very high % last stock as well. So it's going to be interesting to see a 3-stock match.
Go.
And again on Smashville, I mean, I don't know how Sam feels about this stage, but I mean, he must be comfortable on it if he wants to go it against Isabel. So we will see what happens.
Doing some good edge guard here.
Oh, that's so unlucky. Oh, that's really unfortunate. But I was just about to comment on how Min arms, when they hit Isabel balloons, it extends the hitbox and makes it last longer, which means that Isabel has to wait on ledge to like get up. Otherwise, the arms actually hit her anyway, which is very annoying.
Fair enough.
It's the same for Villager, which is why it's like that. But as you can see, like how it kind of like stalls when it hits the balloons, which makes it very, very annoying to deal with. But yeah, already 94% on the second stock too. So. Great momentum started, but it looks like _ is fighting back pretty well.
Doing well, bringing Sam up to 96 right now, but Sam's really feeling in control here.
Yeah, and I mean, takes the stock again, yeah. And if you might notice that a lot of people like playing like that middle platform against Sam because they know that Sam is unconfident, like playing like kind of like here, as you can see, like kind of just got from the platform for free, got stage control from free. And we'll probably see _ jump to that middle platform and like that area again. And we've been trying to work on like specifically with Sam actually, kind of talk about like the whole improvement and coaching process of like understanding why people want to go there against like him specifically, and then also like knowing what to do against it as well. Because we've been like specifically kind of like showing him like, yeah, you can just like do like up smash and up tilt to like shark on that platform and stuff, and it's very good. And there's a couple times already in this match I've seen where he could have done it and it would have worked. But he's still doing very well. But but at 163, and Isabel historically struggles to kill pretty hard, especially if she doesn't get one of her setups or like a thing that like she can actually do. So this kind of makes sense here, and it's like, yeah, Isabel has to like kind of frantically look for like anything at all to like kind of get a kill, because now that Sam's keeping this distance at a high percent, not much that Isabel can actually do that will kill. And that will take the first stock.
That's
so.
the first one off of Sam. 11 to 10 right now on the stock totals. When there's a big smash,
yeah, that
just
doesn't kill
not
yet.
clear.
But yeah, no, Underscore is in a very dangerous spot. That's really funny.
There it
So
is.
as you can see how it hit the balloon and then it lasted
Yeah.
longer. Then since Isabel got up, not expecting the arm to still be out, then it hit her. So
There you
that
go.
happens pretty often. But yeah, stock taken from Sam, just like game one. He lost the first stock in the first game as well. So it'll be interesting to see who they send out next. If I had to guess, it'll probably actually, I don't know. I was gonna guess KK, but honestly, probably not. We might see him as an anchor this game.
Okay.
And it's probable who's the other person to take a stock off Sam? Because it was KK Underscore, and then who's the other one?
They're Captain Falcon.
It was they might honestly. I
Yeah.
think it would make sense for them to have their Captain Falcon
with their
go in
Falcon,
here.
yeah. Falcons
Especially-
and Hawks, folks. It's Falcons and Hawks.
Especially under the knowledge that Falcon SD'd like the first stock as well and still had a very close game against Sam.
All right,
too.
you threw out lingo. You have to explain it. We
Oh,
always assume
SD.
people don't know.
I forgot about yeah. Okay, so SD. When I say SD, it refers to self-destruct. It's when an opponent's or your mistake or an opponent's mistake leads to your or their opponent's the opponent's death. So if I SD, that means I accidentally died off stage and essentially it wasn't my opponent's doing that I died. So that's how that would happen.
There we go. More lingo for everyone to learn. We try
Let's
and
see.
keep it educational here. We are.
I was right. The Captain Falcon is going. I
Yeah,
was
there you go.
correct.
We try and live up to our higher education institution standards here of always teaching, no matter what. I don't know. This just falls into our liberal arts core here. You know, a nice rounded education and social situations. So, got to learn your Smash Brothers lingo. So we have 11 to 9 right now. We're coming up on our second player.
Looks like
from
they're about
UW
ready
Green
to
Bay,
start.
which is going to be our Falcon that we saw before. Once I get the right screen up, and back against Sam, Mr. Business, with his Min. And yeah, we're gonna get back into it and just trying to think of what to vamp on real quick here while we wait. We are currently sitting at number 11 out of 27 in the standings right now.
We'll get there.
It's gonna. It's,
Whitewater's already got their match reported. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That went fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sam has to SD or take one of his stocks away at the start of this match here. And yeah, Smash players love acronyms and just lingo for everything that they do. It's actually, when I first started playing this game, it was somewhat intimidating to be greeted with a list of things that I just kind of had to understand what they were supposed to mean when people said them to me. And now I'm the people making the lingo. So it really comes full circle eventually.
It does. I will tell you, as a non-Smash player, kind of like Coach said before when he was on mic yet, played Smash back in the Nintendo 64 days, but not the current stuff. We didn't have as much the lingo in the N64
Yeah,
days.
that's fair, yeah.
So,
We've seen Kirby up tilt in the first Smash game. Insane move. Very, very broken move. That should be dead here. Yeah, 'cause
Edgeguard
no,
looking
no
real
jump.
good
Yeah.
from Sam.
I thought he killed him earlier than that too, but I forgot that the Captain Falcon player very smartly saved their jump. Because if you lose your jump against Min and you're off stage and you have a very, very telegraphed recovery, you kind of just lost. So you can't really afford to do that. 56% already with one combo, and it's looking like another off stage situation, but they get out of it and they're back into one again.
Yeah,
This is actually a problem that most people have against Min, where they get hit off stage and then they try super hard to get back on, and then they overextend because they're like, oh, I can't keep getting hit like this, and then they throw themselves into another bad spot.
absolutely.
Very common to happen. It's see how they double jump there again, another back in pretty much the same spot, and Sam feels comfortable enough to back up and messed up there, but it's the same idea. Goes for that downer that won him the one game that Sam lost, but it doesn't work this time, and Sam appears to be doing a better job at recovering, but still scary to fight Captain Falcon off stage. This might be dead. Yeah.
Yep.
I think Sam could have lived if he waited a little bit longer on the up B, but yeah.
Well, like we said
That's dead.
before,
Yeah.
there it is. Like we said before, this is the one term I was able to throw out instantly for the lingo of the title was edge guarding, and you were going to see a whole lot of edge guarding, and you have seen
This is true.
whole lot of edge guarding.
Yeah. That is the name of the game against Minmin, and every time like Minmin plays. And one of the funniest parts about Minmin is that she can do it while she's not even off stage, because most characters have to like go out there and like actually hit them off stage, but Minmin can just throw out her very sizable arms, and they do that for her. Which, I mean, you're aiming them, of course, but yeah, that's scary.
That is a little scary.
Very, very interesting game we've got here, because the Captain Falcon has now gotten a very good advantage state, but very confident grab from Sam. I really like that. I like his grabs 50% of the time, and the other 50% of the time, I really don't like his grabs. But when they work very well like that, I like them. And that was a smart grab to go for, because
It was a 106 on Sam
Great
and our
recovery
Midman,
again.
104 on Falcon.
off stage here now. See, very antsy trying to get back, which might lead to his
This
demise,
is-
and
no.
that it does, yeah.
And down.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, since he didn't have his jump, that's just like a guaranteed kill
Fair
at that
enough.
point.
Fair enough. So we are going to be going back in with Sam one more time here. It has one stock left right
And
now.
yeah, I'm very interested to see who they'll send, because now that it's one stock and they might be confident that KK can take that one stock without losing a stock, or they go Daryl Dude or one of their other players and see if they can just get that one stock as well. But there might be more risk there. So I'm very interested to see who they'll pick here.
We will see in a moment.
Let's see.
Just a reminder, our match progress here. Game 1, we did go 7-0 on our final stock count. Ripon Red Hawks taking that first game. Right in the middle of Game 2, Red Hawks still on their first contender in the list, moving on to the third from UW Green Bay JV. To point back a previous comment of yours about UW Whitewater Warhawks finishing up their
Who
game
did they play
already
against today?
this evening.
Oh, MSOE. Okay.
The reason that they finished it up already this evening is because they did it on March 12th.
Oh,
They did it
wait.
before.
Oh, okay.
They did it before.
That makes
spring
sense
break.
That's interesting.
Yeah. MSOE, I think, is one of the schools, along with UW Green Bay and a few others, that are in so many conferences all at once.
Yeah.
This is the esports thing on the collegiate level. Because we're not an NCAA sport, we have the ability to basically jump into a variety of different conferences. We here at Ripon College choose to stick with the Wisconsin Esports Conference right now, because we are brand spanking new and still trying to find our feet appropriately and build our program and recruit amazing student athletes like Ethan and Madison and several others of our freshmen that have been recruited in and are already title captains here, even as freshmen, and who lead the way in this program. But we have options besides the WEC. We want to be consistently winning in the WEC. That's the thing from Coach and I. We are a Wisconsin school. We want to win in Wisconsin, but we have other conferences available to us, like the Play Versus Collegiate League, also known as the PCL, which I know both UW Green Bay and MSOE, I believe, are in the PCL. You got who's up?
It is Daryl Dude going. Except,
Daryl Dude. Okay.
interestingly enough, he's going Sheik, which I've never seen him play Sheik before. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to go.
We're going to see it here right now, and we have not seen a Sheik at all yet.
Oh, really? Yeah, because
Yeah.
Sheik notoriously does pretty good into Min, because, again, with edge guards, like, she can, like, really get out there and, like, kind of, make it so, like, Sheik's really good at getting in on Min and then killing her when, like, Min gets off stage. So I'm very interested to see if Daryl Dude's able to pull that off, because Sam does panic sometimes, but he's normally very, very good at recovering, especially against me, which is very annoying when I have to play him. So we'll see how this goes. I'm super interested, yeah, because Daryl Dude, I've never seen his Sheik. Yeah, this is fun. I feel like I've heard of it, maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Sam has also done a lot of practice at this point in this matchup, because this is one of the matchups that he did struggle in a lot, especially when he started playing, and like people just pick Sheik against him or pick Jigglypuff against him, and he was like, well, how do I win this? And I was like, well, you have to be good. And then he started just being good, and I was like, oh, okay, awesome.
That is the improvement that we like to see around here is that we just have to be better, and you're better all of a sudden. Great. That is
Sam has done that
exactly-
very well so far this season,
Yeah.
which I do appreciate because it's made my life a lot less stressful.
There you go.
I love Min Min Nair.
Doing quite well so far. 117
Indeed, yeah.
damage on the Sheik already, and hasn't had a lot of contact to get up.
Yeah,
to
I
that
mean,
point.
I did notice the first game, like, Daryl Dude seemed to have a big problem with getting in with Cloud, which I was thinking about heavily going into this game as well, where Cloud does have options as well to get in on Min Min, but it did seem like Daryl Dude kind of struggled to, like, see, like, the opportunities that he had to do that. And I'm kind of seeing the same thing with Sheik as well, where he understands, like, he should be getting in on Min Min, but it appears that he doesn't exactly know how to do that just yet.
Sure.
And yeah, that's already a first kill.
Real nice poke there on
And
the edge.
yeah, Sheik struggles to kill very hard when you can't get like solid hits right away, and does die pretty early, being a very light character. So this could snowball pretty heavily if Sam finds the openings that he needs. And another offstage situation where it doesn't look like Daryl Dude's really finding an opportunity to get in. But well, here we have something. Yeah, well,
Trade
yeah,
out.
and he's back. I mean, yeah, but like you can kind of see there how Sheik's able to like kind of just bring Min Min off stage, and then with the right option select and with the right like reads and tools and combos, that Sheik is able to just kind of just kill Min Min, and it is very scary a lot of the time. But if you can't find those openings, Sheik does just as good into Min Min as every other character that can't kill Min Min, which is bad.
Sure. What is the timing that another one peeled
Jeez.
off? The Sheik. What is the timing that Sam's looking for on the edge there with that charged shot when opponent is on ledge?
Yeah, so I didn't know this until Sam started doing this, but you can two frame with this charge shot, and I'll explain two framing here as well, actually, because that's an important thing of Min Min. And essentially, two framing is this idea of when a character grabs a ledge. So like you'll probably see a character grab a ledge at some point soon, where they kind of like snap to it and then they like kind of like flash. That shows that they're invincible. And when they grab the ledge, as they're grabbing it, there's two frames where they're not invincible, and you can hit them like as they're grabbing it.
Okay.
And that's the timing that he's trying to hit.
Okay, so they're trying to beat the iframes.
Yes.
The invincibility frames.
Invincibility
where
frames,
they
yes.
can be damaged by 2 frames. Now, frames per second, I feel like, is something that most people have heard at some
Great
point.
recovery.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
Awesome recovery. Oh, but he gets
Oh.
up smashed.
Took it.
Yeah, dang.
But how many frames? I guess I'm trying to explain the length of a frame.
Yeah.
Is-
In Smash it's pretty clear because there's 60 frames per second.
There you go.
And like the game is like auto locked to that. Like I mean, if you've played like other games before, like if you've like kind of played video games, you've probably noticed that like the game is like running and it's like smooth or like choppy depending on how good your computer is. But generally games run off of the idea of like let's get like it wants to give you as many frames as possible because games don't natively run on frames. But with fighting games and Smash specifically, it's different because the frames themselves are the timing of the game. So instead of it being related to like seconds, it's related to the frames that are occurring in the game. So interestingly enough, when the game lags, it actually slows down because the frames are taking like longer
to process out.
Yeah.
And so in non-competitive and even in competitive fighting games, you definitely can see someone would be able to get an advantage there. But normally when we see lag and frames getting stretched out, we're more looking in the area of like speed runners glitching, that kind of thing.
Yeah, in traditional games.
Yeah, in traditional games, that's versus fighting games. Because lag in a fighting game equals timing is off.
Yeah.
You're not doing the thing you think you're doing because it's not coming out at the right time that you expect it to come out. So lag kills is the old gamer joke, right? And we very much have that here when we were setting up the arena originally here in the Nest. When we hooked up with our internet service provider for this particular area, which is actually through our ResNet system, a company called Bolden. So it's the same internet that all of our students are on in their dorm rooms, except you guys are capped to a very low speed. And
Yeah.
we're not capped in here at all. We have very, very nice speeds that we're very, very happy with. So we try to make sure no matter where we're hooking up to for our matches, which is mainly the Midwest servers in Chicago, area for our other games.
FD.
We don't have
Interesting.
a lot of that lag. So Sheik's going to jump off and get rid of a couple of stock here, get down to 1. We've got Connor coming in with Hero. They're
Indeed.
going to taunt to each other to say, hey, I'm ready to fight. Let's go. And they are going to get on with it. So, yeah, with Hero here and the different abilities,
Yeah.
some of the items that we've seen kaboom right out the gate here. One that I've seen Connor go to and I don't feel like has ever actually hit correctly is bounce.
Oh, bounce.
You know anything about the setup of bounce?
Interestingly enough, like bounce, when you're playing against a character that doesn't have a projectile, like Sheik does have a projectile, so it could be useful. But if you're playing against a character that doesn't have a projectile, a lot of hero mains use bounce, which is a reflector. And what a reflector is it reflects projectiles. But you might think to yourself, why would you use that if the character that you're playing against doesn't have a projectile? And hero mains actually do this to manipulate the RNG of their down B, because their down B has 4 different options, and while bounce is active, you can't get bounce again. So therefore, when they remove bounce by using it, oh holy cow!
Oh, what a kaboom!
When you remove bounce by clicking it and having it in your, like, no longer be able to be pulled in your menu, you have a greater chance of getting the other things that you might want instead.
Fair enough. Now I'm gonna throw this out here because we had joked. I think it was the NTC match where Sam did the same run that we saw in the last game here, and we sent Connor in to clean up 1 stock.
Indeed,
on the opponent.
I think he can take all 3 here. That's my hot take.
Hey,
I'm really excited to see this because it has to be
really
KK.
We really did set this up as kind of a joke accidentally that we send Connor in to clean up the 1 stock.
I mean, he has been. He's done it every time.
He's consistent. We love the consistency. But this is going to be an interesting run for Connor here, and
it's 3 stock to 3 stock. Yeah,
3 stock.
First legitimate match.
In this set of competitions.
Yeah.
He does play other places where he does actual competition. And actually, we should point out Connor is one of our Smash squad that does go.
He goes and competes,
to Appleton, up to Phantasm, on a weekly basis with everybody. And we've seen massive improvement in Phantasm.
Indeed,
from
yeah.
everyone. We do see some of these UW Green Bay players at Appleton at Phantasm.
Yeah, it's been cool just meeting them and talking to them. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we're all friends now, so this is a kind of a funny match for us. So, yeah.
This is so to give a corollary. This is the best one I can give because I didn't get to do esports in high school or college.
Yeah.
Because it just wasn't there yet. But in high school, because I grew up down the road in Green Lake, our football team was, not great. But I played all 4 years because I love playing football.
That's fair, yeah.
But we would play against Cambria Friesland, and Cambria Friesland was like state champions like 4 times in a row, something like that. But we got to be such good friends with Cambria Friesland that we actually would do Hell Week with them.
Oh, that's cool.
So we'd go over to Cambria Friesland and meet up with their team and do twice-a-day practices for a week out in the summer heat, and do Hell Week. And then, whichever way we ended up going in the season to go play them, by like the 3rd quarter, the score didn't matter because we would just be cracking jokes, messing with each other in the middle of the line up, and like, you've got everybody's picking each other up off the ground. It was like that ultimate sportsmanship thing.
Yeah.
Of like, we're just here to have fun.
Yeah.
And it was always a great game. We got a mud hole stomped in us every time by them because they're big old corn-fed boys from Cambria Friesland versus our scrawny little Green Lake people.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It's still always fun. So
I mean, yeah, you can kind of see, like, even here, like in the spectator or in the little chat that we have, we're having fun, and even in the match chat, we've been kind of bantering back and forth. So
spicy Discord. This is why we don't. There's 2 things we don't do here. 1 is show the Discord chat, and 2, we never let Caden's comms be on stream.
That would be a bad idea.
I should say that we make Caden sound like he's just cussing up a storm at all times when he's playing. He's really not, but we like to mess with him.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have our Connor up against Kong here with KK, and see how we get on.
I'm so excited for this. Actually, I hope it's a good match because I'm so very excited. And Connor's kind of made a name for himself with getting insta kills, and kind of that being the joke of him getting a lot of insta kills because. I don't know if it's changed in here, but yeah, his start GG tag, or the tag that he goes to tournaments with, is number heart attacks, and the number refers to the amount of insta kills that he's gotten with hero, and there's a couple of hero moves that just have a % chance to just kill. Wow, DK Punch is a powerful character.
Wow.
WEC, which is the button that he just selected, but it didn't come out, is one of those insta kill moves. So like
Sure.
it just has a % chance at like any %, and like the % chance varies based on like multiple different factors in the game, to just kill you. It's very funny. I love hero.
Yeah, I think one of the first Smash streams, all I really had the ability to talk about was old video games that I played.
Dang.
Another great
KK
work
is
from
very
KK.
good.
And I was talking about Dragon Warrior 1 and 2, which is what Dragon Quest was
Jeez.
originally called. This is mean. Wow.
Yeah, no, KK I mean, even the first game where Sam played KK, in like the first like set of that first game, it was
Uh-oh.
that might be on our end.
No, it's good. We're good.
Oh, there. Okay, so our headphones pulled our team switch out. So it appears we will have to remake the lobby now, because since we made the lobby, it just kicked out everybody from the arena. So we're gonna have to do that now. But we're gonna be sitting here for a bit, which that gives me more time to talk about how good KK is.
Go for it. I'm gonna wait for a new code.
Yeah, I'll tell it to you when it's there. But yeah, KK has beaten me before, and that was not super surprising because he's very good. But that was an interesting experience, and KK's just been overall like. He doesn't go to Phantasms very much anymore, because I think he's just more busy now. But he used to go to Phantasms a lot more and go to like other tournaments as well. And he's just a very strong player, and a player who's very good at just killing people, like when he knows how to. And like, I think one of the main reasons why Sam was able to do so well against him is, I was noticing this in the first match as well, but it appears that KK doesn't really know the mid-mid matchup very well.
Okay.
And that's an overarching thing that will you'll kind of see a lot of the time, and the arena code is MFD.
Yeah, don't yell that out on stream. Show it to me.
Okay.
Where am I? There we go.
If someone joins the arena, I would be very like surprised.
I am cybersecurity guy on top of
That's fair, yeah.
Everything else, so it is in my nature to
I've had times where I've been playing games in like Discord servers before, and some like I've just had like top players just join my arena and start playing without even saying anything in Discord, and that's always very funny. But yeah, I would there we go.
All right, so we have Ruby playing Sonic coming up, right?
Yes, yeah, we have Ruby on Sonic, and KK is down no stocks? Still has all three, right?
All three.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we are my screen's around. We are 6-3 right now.
Yeah, well.
6-3, Red Hawks still in the lead.
That's interesting.
But yeah, we've got KK's the last chance here out of UW Green Bay JV.
Indeed.
For right now. While we're waiting for them to set up, let's do it.
And this match could get very interesting now, because if KK is able to beat Ruby and have 1 stock or 2 stocks left, very scary for whoever our last player will end up being. Just because, I mean, Donkey Kong in general is kind of a scary character when he gets an advantage state, and I mean, very bad disadvantage state. Like when DK is in like just a spot where he can't do anything, very bad for him. But when he's hitting you, very scary character.
Fair enough. Looks like UW Green Bay varsity against MSOE. That's Milwaukee School of Engineering JV.
Oh, JV. Okay.
UW Green Bay won up 1-0
okay.
right now.
That makes sense.
WCTC varsity, which is
River Falls is
something County Technical College. Waukesha County Technical College? No. I'm screwing that up. Playing against UW Stevens Point Gold. They have not reported in any games yet. Let's see. Who else?
Carthage is up on Lutheran.
Yep.
Beloit beat CVTC.
Yep. UW Stout up by 1 over NTC.
That's a match I want to watch, actually. That's a fun match. Stout versus NTC.
Yep.
That's cool.
That is probably one of the wider spreads this week too. UW Stout at 7th standing right now. versus 12th with NTC. We've played NTC before. We
Yes.
have some friends up at NTC.
I love NTC. Yeah.
You actually you went up there and were mean to everybody for a tournament not too long ago.
Yeah, I end up doing that at NTC a lot. NTC is kind of the tournament that, like, honestly, I love NTC, and I've been there. Probably it's like my most consistent tournament, other than, well, yeah, more than Phantasm, because there's been less NTCs, and because that's a monthly rather than a weekly. But yeah, I know I love going up to NTC. I love all the people there. Vetty, who is the coach of NTC and also the TO of the tournament. I talk to him a lot, and he's a great guy. So.
And different
Very
style
fun.
of edge guard we're gonna see now from Ruby with Sonic.
Yeah.
Feeling one off of KK right now.
Yeah, another. I think all of our characters that's killed. Yep.
Wow,
Yeah. DK punch. KK is very well known for being very good at DK punching, and yeah, I mean, we will very much so see Sonic edgeguarding DK, because when Sonic edgeguards DK, not a whole lot of options.
Uh-oh.
And Sonic almost has zero risk while doing so as well. And wow, I just realized that all of our characters are either weird edgeguard character. That's scary. Holy cow. That would have killed. That DK punch kills there.
Yeah.
KK is a very terrifying opponent. And we have 2 edgeguard characters and then 2 weird characters that are Steve and Hero. That's funny. I don't know how I just realized that. But yeah, Sonic edgeguards very well, like 90% of the roster. Including DK, because once you get DK off stage, that's killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Parried the first hit, did not parry the second hit, and now things are looking kind of scary.
Ruby gonna work hard on putting KK down to 1 stock here, even
Well,
if
I
it's
think,
it's at the cost of their last stock. I mean, it's still worth it. Ruby bring them down 1.
Yeah, I think if Ruby's able to, like, take this last stock, like, decently, like, soon, there's a very good chance that, I think that's the kill. I think that kills DK. Yeah.
Oh wow, nice.
I don't know if it actually did. Funnily enough, I think KK might have accidentally air dodged into the blast zone there. But yeah, no, I mean, this is still very interesting because, like I said, Sonic just kind of kills DK sometimes off stage. This is terrifying though. Holy cow. So if Ruby's able to get another offstage situation without really, like, kind of taking a lot of percent or getting put into a very dangerous spot by DK, this is still a very, very winnable game. And as we can see, like, she's now up in percent and technically winning. That jab should not have worked. That shouldn't have worked. That jab hit from where? From where? Facing the opposite direction, it hits Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong again gets the bad character treatment of just, I don't know. I guess that hits.
I guess that
hits.
Game 2 finished out by Ruby. That's gonna do it for us on our best of 3 match tonight.
Good gameplay from everyone, yeah.
GG's all around. We absolutely want to always, of course, thank our friends over at UW Green Bay for their match this evening. We are going to round up the Smash squad and head into our debrief here tonight. Ethan, thanks so much for joining me on commentary.
Thank you for having me, and I'll see everyone later.
I'm going to finish things up. I'll meet you in the conference room in just a minute. We're going to finish out our paperwork and just put it out there once again for everybody. We do not have our next matches determined for week 5 here in the WEC. I'm going to mute this other microphone so I stop pulling up double here. We will let you know on our social media, specifically our Instagram and X accounts, as soon as we have our next matches determined by the conference. We want to thank everyone once again for joining in with us here tonight. Thank you again, UW Green Bay. And all that is left to say is good luck, have fun. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.